What's going on, family? I'm Tony. This is another week of Executive Edge. And this week, we're going to talk about the importance of emotional intelligence in the workplace. So, something unexpected has just happened in the workplace. Well, as a good supervisor, the first thing that you need to do is make sure that you don't waste time thinking about the problem. Just go ahead and handle it. And no matter how you feel, that'll be the best decision. No, that's not what you want to do. You want to make sure that you do almost the exact opposite. Things happen. Problems happen every day, every week, every hour. Something unexpected can come up. Emotional intelligence in the workplace is very important. Emotional intelligence is the ability to manage both your own emotions and understand the emotions of the people around you. As a supervisor, this is a very important trait to have. As I've already stated, unexpected things happen all the time. There could be a case where you thought you were on track to meet your deadline, and for whatever reason, somebody canceled, or maybe one of your purchase orders didn't show up on time. Maybe the weather prevented something from happening. You cannot control every situation, but you can control how you react to that situation. And that is where emotional intelligence comes in. In order to have emotional intelligence, you need to be able to utilize 5 things. Those 5 things are self-awareness, empathy, motivation, self-regulation, and social skills. I'm going to outline each one of those traits and explain why it's important in the workplace to have those traits as a team leader, supervisor, or manager. Self-awareness. As a team leader, supervisor, or manager, you need to be self-aware. You need to have an awareness of what your limitations are, how your emotions play a part of your decisions. You need to be able to have a self-awareness of what type of person you are, what makes you tick, what motivates you. Empathy. Having empathy is not a bad thing. Empathy by definition means having the ability to understand how another person, individual, feels about a certain situation. It doesn't mean that you have to feel sorry for that person. That's sympathy, not empathy. Having empathy is being able to understand how it makes someone else feel in a certain situation. Let me give you an example. When there's a deadline that needs to be met, and you've delegated this information to your subordinates, not only are you under the pressure of getting this deadline met, but your subordinates are also feeling pressure. If you have empathy for their situation, maybe they could be struggling with one particular part of the project. So having empathy allows you to understand that they have that problem with that particular part of the project, and maybe you can lend a hand or offer some suggestions to help them get past that particular bump in the road. Motivation. Everyone needs motivation. As a leader or supervisor, you want your employees to be motivated. In that same breath, your employees should see that you are also motivated. What motivates you? What motivates you to get up and come to work every day? Is it the thrill of being able to handle situations as they come? Is it the fact that you love your job, that you love what you do? Whatever it is that motivates you, make sure that you keep that motivation. And find out what motivates the people that work under you. Keep them motivated. Check on them to see that they're still motivated. Employees, when they're motivated, will tend to do better work. Self-regulation. Self-regulation is important because if you tie it together, as I said, everyone has emotions. Things happen. These will affect or play on your emotions. When you have self-regulation, you're able to regulate how quickly you respond to a situation, how quickly you let your emotions take over. You should not make any decisions emotionally. That's the last thing that you should do. Anytime a situation arises, even when it's something that's out of the usual, it might be time sensitive, and that's understood. But you still should take a couple seconds, take a deep breath, regroup, think about the process itself before you make a decision on how to handle the process. Very few things that happen are brand new problems. There's a good chance that if you take that extra step to figure out what the problem is, you might find that this problem, in fact, isn't a new problem. It's something that you guys have encountered and overcome in the past. So follow those steps and you should be able to overcome whatever problem has come up now. Finally, we have social skills. Being a leader, supervisor, or manager, you definitely have to make sure that you have good social skills. Social skills involve both verbal and nonverbal things. Are you delegating tasks to your subordinates and giving them the, well, I need to get this done, I don't care how you get it done, approaching them in a very confrontational manner? That's going to affect your employees, which in turn is going to affect the work that they're doing and the product that you receive back. So try to come to them with non-confrontational body language. Give the impression that you're open to ideas. Yes, we do understand that sometimes there are things that need to be done a certain way. And when that happens, you need to make sure that you're able to express to your employees in a non-confrontational manner, this needs to be done and it needs to be done in a certain way. Let me know when this task is complete. You've delegated the task, you've given it to somebody that can handle the task. If they have any questions, ask them before you send them about their way. If they have any questions regarding the task, and let them know to check back to you when you want them to check back to you. You have to lead with authority. What you want done, make sure you display that and express that to your employees and your subordinates. If they have no idea what to expect out of you, then you can't possibly expect them to meet your expectations. So, again, emotional intelligence in the workplace, a very valuable tool if it's used properly. In order to have emotional intelligence, make sure that you have self-awareness, empathy, motivation, self-regulation, and most importantly, work on your social skills. Again, I'm Tony. This is Executive Edge. If you like the content, make sure you hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe. I pay attention to all the comments, so send me a note, send me a comment, let me know if there's something that you would like us to touch on. Until next week, keep being a great leader.